Hello! Today I've got these Fairytale themed nails for you. I'm actually planning on doing a whole series of Fairytale nails, maybe like once every 2 weeks. There will be a Fairytale theme, and today I started out with Red Riding Hood. And yeah, also I started out with gel nail polish as a base coat. It's just something I'm trying out, and I'll let you know if it works for what I wanted to use. Yep. And then I just used some liquid nail art tape from Beauty around my nails, and this time I actually applied it a little bit more liberally than I usually do, because usually I apply too little and still get nail polish stains on my fingers, so yep. Anyway, then I moved on to these two nail polishes. The left one is called Artful and the right one, this one is Did It On Him. I'll list everything down below as well. And yeah, then I just applied those two colors onto a sponge, because I want to do sort of a, forest colored Fairytale forest thing as a background. It just seemed like a good ombre effect as a background for a Fairytale. So yeah, pretty much I just buffed the gel nail polish and then applied this on top of it. And I just applied 2 layers, but you can add as many layers you want, depending on how opaque your nail polish is. And then I just removed the liquid nail art tape, and that's it. And this is the book actually that I used as inspiration. It's a really old book of fairy tales. I have no idea how old it is, but yeah, I just pretty much looked at the photos, or the drawings in there, and tried to do something similar. So I started out with Little Red Riding Hood herself, and yeah, just started out with the face and then the hair. Pretty much just the basic shapes. I'm using acrylic paint, by the way, in a very tiny nail art brush. So yeah, again I'm just doing the basic shapes first, and then very faintly outlining it with black. And do be very careful with black, because, well, it's a really difficult color to remove. So yeah, and then of course her little red cap. And then I just added some shading and highlighting to her hair. And the most difficult part was, unsurprisingly, her face. Again, I was really careful with the black paint, and it actually worked out better than expected. Decided to give her little red lips as well, and then suddenly she looked like a 16-year-old instead of a little girl, but yeah, whatever. And then I just went on to the wolf. Actually the wolf in the book is a little bit more pale and actually looks more friendly. But I really wanted to be a big bad wolf, so yeah, I made him a little bit darker, and then had a whole lot of issues in actually getting everything defined in that color. Like a black outline on black won't really work all that well, so I decided to add white highlights instead. It's really one of the easy things of acrylic paint. It dries quickly, but not that quickly, so you can still mix it on a nail to get these sorts of effects. And then for the eyes, I tried to do an outline, but it actually sort of failed because I just couldn't really see where I'd done the outline. So yeah, what I ended up doing for the eyes is actually just putting yellow paint there, and then fill it up with black, like the pupils and just around the eye and all, trying to make them look mean. And then the last thing was grandmother's little cottage, and yeah, that was actually the easiest thing, because houses are pretty much just straight surfaces and very easy to paint compared to people and animals, at least in my opinion. So yeah, just gave her a little cute cottage, and just a little door, windows, everything that a cottage needs. And also some highlighting on the roof, and then I also added some pink flowers around it and a little bit of a path to her house. And then I decided to make it a little bit more scenic by adding a little tree in front of her house as well, because after all it is in the forest. And then I used the Essence Studio Nails Better Than Gel Nails top coat and these glitters that I got off Born Pretty Store ages ago. And I decided to add some glitter onto the nails that didn't get any Fairytale figures on it. So yeah, just added a little bit of the top coat on the base of the nail, and then just used a little marbling tool to add the glitters one by one. And I sort of tried to do it like You know, a lot of them on top or at the tip or base. No, the base of the nail, yeah. And then less of it towards the tip of the nail. And by then the acrylic paint was dry. Do make sure to actually use enough top coat that you don't scrape over the painting with your brush, because otherwise it might drag out the acrylic paint. And yeah, this is the entire look. Actually, it took me less time than I thought it would. It took me about, I think, 20 minutes to paint it all, which is really far less than I thought it would take. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Again, I will do more Fairytale themes in the future. If you have any fairy tales that you'd like for me to paint on my nails, then you can always tell me. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! As usual, I didn't apply enough of it, so there was still nail polish left on my fingers. Oops. I should really learn. But yeah, look.